into the popular charts with great hits like Wichita Lineman, By the Time I Get to Phoenix, Galveston, Gentle on My Mind, Rhinestone Cowboy, and now with the title song from his new album, It's Just a Matter of Time. We welcome Glen Campbell.
And some way you realize that you've been blind. 'Cause darling, you're going to need me again. It's just a matter of time. Go on, till you reach the end of the line. 'Cause darling, you're gonna pass this way again. It's just a matter of time. After I gave you everything I had, you just laughed and you called me a clown. But just remember, in your search for fortune and fame, what goes up must come down. I know, yes I know, that one day you'll wake up and find that my love is a true love. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time.
Good man.
Oh, thank you.
Brought the old guitar with you?
Yeah.
Yes, because you're a guitar picker from way back, aren't you?
Yeah, I like to play. I really do.
Yeah. You look terrific.
Thank you very much.
Terrific.
I feel great.
What are you doing here?
I'm on tour.
One of the few Americans here. We're glad to see you.
It's nice to be here. Well, Michael, he's not on tour, though, is he?
No, he's not. He's from
Now, we've been up in the north and Scotland and, you know,
Well,
Newcastle, that area.
You've got a Scottish connection, though, haven't you? You must have with a name like Campbell.
Yes, I
and
do.
Glen.
I think it was my great-great-grandfather that came over and migrated from the highlands of Scotland into, I think it was Alabama at first. Then he migrated over into Arkansas.
Yeah. You come from a big family?
Very big family, yeah. I'm a seventh son of 8 boys and 4 girls.
Not a seventh son of a seventh son of it?
No, that's a misprint.
And how about your own family? How many children have you got yourself?
Well, I got married again. You know, I figured I'd keep doing it till I get it right.
Yeah.
It didn't take me long, though, being from the country, to figure out what community property meant, you know.
Yeah.
They get the property and you get out of the community. No, but I have 2 little boys now, new ones, and my wife's pregnant again. So if I have a boy this time, I will have 7 sons. So he would be a son of a 7th son.
Hmm. You had a pretty poor upbringing, hadn't you? I mean, it was pretty hard where you came from. Pick a lot of cotton and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, we did. I remember the first indoor toilet. I was about 9 years old. I thought it was a cased-off spring in the house, you know. I remember when the electricity came through. It was something.
Yeah. Life on the farm was tough.
Yeah, it was. I'll never forget, Dad, you know, to pay the kind of prices that they pay nowadays for brood animals, you know, for breeding. Mm. It's amazing. I was just in Kentucky, and a horse was for one breeding, he was getting $250,000. I thought that was a little steep. Daddy bought a prize bull once. It was unusual, and he brought the bull home. He's going to breed him with the cows, right? He had a couple of pretty nice milk cows, and he got the bull home and nothing. You know, the bull was a regular Ferdinand, I guess. So Dad went to the vet, had the vet come out, look at the bull, and he gave him some pills about as big as your thumbnail. And Dad gave them to the bull, and the next spring he had 5 heifer calves in the pasture. He really did. Dad said he didn't know what the pills had in them, but they tasted kind of like peppermint.
Oh. It's the old bluegrass.
Yeah. Mama found the pills and threw them in a well, and it took them a week to get the pump handle down, Terry. You got that one.
Oh, they're as sharp as sausages around here.
Me too, really.
Yeah. Oh, what you going to do for us here? Pick a little bluegrass or something?
Well, I was just, I was asked to play something like I used to do a lot of session work, and it was fun. No, I was just going to play something like, say, Sugarfoot Rag or something.
Yeah.
One of the first things I learned to play, other than playing, you know, rhythm, was Sugarfoot Rag.
Natural born guitar picker, because that's not easy. Have you to be born to that?
I don't remember not having a guitar or a musical instrument in my hand. It started off with a mandolin. I remember the old pumpkin-back mandolin, the big round back thing. I played that first. And then Dad bought a guitar from Sears and Roebuck for like $5.95, you know. Yeah. It was one where the cowboy was up here, and the rope went around the hole in the guitar, and it was lassoing the calf on this end. Yeah. And the string's about that high off of the neck. Yeah. But I found out real quick that it was lighter than pulling a cotton sack or plowing.
Yeah. And you drifted across to Los Angeles, didn't you, where you became a very highly paid and very popular session musician.
Well, you worked for scale. I never did do that double scale gig as a lot of guys do, but they paid me double sometimes. They'd make me leader or contractor on dates, but I'll never forget the first time I worked with Sinatra. That's what a capo is for. And this is probably one of the reasons I did a lot of sessions. I knew how to use a capo. Strangers in the Night was in E flat, and I was playing 12-string rhythm on the session. And it was Frank Sinatra, you know, I mean, who I was thrilled, you know. I'd never seen the man, never met him, but I sang his songs, you know, from a kid. But anyway, we're in E flat. Now I can play, you know, open ring in E flat on the 12-string, and that was the big thing, and you had to have open ring and guitar, you know. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, lovers at first sight. Now, I knew the song because we had run the song at least 10 times before Sinatra came into the studio. And I was the last guitar player on the end, and he was over there singing. Well, I was looking at him, you know, just listening to him sing. And when he'd look over, I'd go back to the paper like I knew what I was doing, you know. So when we got a take on it, he went into the producer and he said, "Who is the fag guitar player on the end?" That was disheartening.
Yeah, it must have been. You became a beach boy for a year, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It was a lot of fun. Played bass and sang the high part, you know. But that was a treat.
You have to get high for the Beach Boys. Could you get that high?
Oh, yeah, I should have. You gotta. Yeah, I got my cape on now. I want to take this off. That's strictly for E flat, B flat, and F, right. Yeah. You gotta help me, Rhonda, help me get her out of my heart. That was one of the first things I played on.
So wear very tight jeans for that kind of
You
song.
ain't kidding. I think it helped me, though. I raised my voice probably a tone and a half for the Beach Boys.
Yeah. And of course you've had loads of hits worldwide. And we understand that Queen Mother is a great fan of yours.
Oh, isn't she a delight? Yes, I remember doing she really is something. Her piper, that wakes her up in the morning. I said, now that's a classy alarm clock. If you want to get up at 7, a guy stands out your window and plays pipes. Well, that's class. And he showed me a few pointers on the bagpipes, how to keep the reeds from squealing, you know, and how to keep them from breaking. But I did a couple of benefits for her over here. Yeah. I'll never forget it. You know how the microphones will come out of the end of the stage, they will pop them up? Yeah. Well, they must have thought Mickey Rooney was on the show. The microphone hit me about the navel. And I'm doing, by the time I get to Phoenix, literally this way, you know. By the time I get to Phoenix, I'm like this all the way through the song. But I hung in there because I knew it was for the Queen Mother.
Yeah, that's good. Very loyal, and that's why they keep asking you back and why she's such a fan of you.
That's amazing over here. The audiences are getting so much better. Either that or I've matured. Because I've been coming to Great Britain now for 18 years, and I enjoy it very much.
Yeah. And you've got this new family and everything, and new wife.
Yeah, my name Cal. He was 3-year-old the 19th of April. He was almost born on my birthday, which was the 22nd. I named him Nicholas, after Jack Nicholas. Nicholas Caledonia.
That's a bit of a habit.
I know. And we was at Shannon Airport. I was in Ireland. My mom's Irish. And I named him Shannon Webb, after Jimmy Webb. I figure I'm going to just keep doing it, you know.
Well, if they can live those names down, they're going to be very remarkable.
Yes, they will.
I know you're going to play a final song which you could dedicate to them. A thing called
I
Love.
sure will.
Good.
This is a great song. Jerry Reed. Fabulous writer.
And a great guitar player as well.
Isn't he? He devised this lick. 6'6", he stood on the ground. He weighed 245 pounds. I saw that giant of a man brought down to his knees by love. Well, he was the kind of man that would gamble on love. He'd look you in the eye, never back up. I saw him crying like a little whip pup because of love. Can't see it with your eyes, hold it in your hand, but like the wind it covers our land, strong enough to rule the heart of any man, this thing called love. It can lift you up, it can let you down, take your world and turn it all around. Ever since time ain't nothing been found that's stronger than love. Ever since time ain't nothing been found that's stronger than love.
What's that shout you always do? I saw you do the Johnny Carson show on television in the States. You go, whoa! What's your hoot?
Oh, that's a Cajun yell that I learned. It's, hey!